Elon Musk claims that the next Tesla electric vehicle is already in the construction process, and the company has teased it with a fresh image of the silhouette. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, opted to tease the company's next vehicle even though he said that the conference was not the appropriate setting for a new product introduction at Tesla's annual shareholder meeting. Tesla is currently developing two new vehicles, which the carmaker has not yet revealed, according to Musk, who acknowledged this during the presentation. The CEO of Tesla displayed this silhouette of what is anticipated to be its upcoming vehicle while he talked about those. It's interesting to note that Musk changed the word design to built when referring to this vehicle. It's unclear what he exactly means by it. Usually, the CEO speaks in terms of production, however he could indicate that the business is building a prototype. In either case, the image is a render and not a secret photo. It has been anticipated that Tesla would release a smaller electric hatchback, colloquially known as the $15,000 Tesla or Tesla Model 2. According to local media, Tesla is requesting that its supply chain around its largest and most productive gigafactory, the one in Shanghai, expand operations or move to Mexico. Elon Musk revealed that Tesla is constructing a brand new gigafactory in Nuevo Leon during Investor Day back in March. The news was revealed following months of rumors that the majority of the yet-to-be-announced Tesla Model 3's North American manufacturing would take place at Giga Mexico's assembly plant. It is tentatively referred to as the Model 2, while rumors claim it would look smaller than the Model Y, so a Model Z would be more appropriate. The first mass-market EV from Tesla might be produced in Monterrey at a rate of 2 million units per year. Because the Shanghai Gigafactory is Tesla's biggest and can produce 1 million cars a year, the news that Tesla plans to replicate its Chinese supply network in Mexico is a direct confirmation of that rumor. According to reports, Tesla has sent Zhu Xiaoyong, its former chief operations officer who oversaw Giga Shanghai's record-breaking rate of capacity expansions, to Mexico. It is also the most efficient after enhancements made last year. Major Chinese Tesla suppliers have already revealed their intentions to expand to Mexico. A new plant in Coahuila will receive $276 million from the Ningbo Hen Group, which manufactures essential lightweight alloy components for Tesla's engine, chassis, and battery system. That Mexican state shares borders with both the United States and Nuevo Leon, the location of the most recent Tesla Gigafactory. According to insiders, the Ningbo plant will be ready to begin production in July or August of next year. Giga Mexico is reportedly set to break ground this summer, which is coincidental with recent rumors. The model may begin pilot production at Giga Mexico as soon as next summer if the same contractors that built the Gigafactory in Shanghai in less than a year are now in charge of the build-out. After all, just a year after Tesla started site grading there, just as it is currently doing in Mexico, the first Model 3 rolled off the assembly lines in Shanghai. Though it's likely that Tesla would make the announcement of the Model 2, Model Z, or whatever name it decides to give it, sooner than that, maybe following a special event for the September launch of the Cybertruck. Elon Musk said that the Model 2 will be smaller, to be clear, than the Model 3, which suggests that it is already in advanced stages of development. Likewise, Tesla included a silhouette in Master Plan 3 and stated that the average battery size for the new category of EVs in its portfolio was 53 kWh. The Model 2 has every opportunity of being introduced with previously unheard-of speed, volume, and at an extremely competitive price if Tesla is successful in moving a larger portion of its Chinese supply chain to Mexico and combining it with Gigafactory efficiency there on a par with Shanghai. Elon Musk previously stated that Tesla would like to cut the cost of producing the Model 2 in half compared to the current Model 3, which had a peak cost of roughly $33,600 at the time of supply chain difficulties. That production cost ought to be considerably less given that supply chain constraints are lessening, lithium prices are at historic lows, and a revised Model 3 Highland is on the horizon. Furthermore, Tesla will likely exert all reasonable efforts to design the Model 2 in a way that makes it eligible for the full $7,500 of the new EV tax credit that the government will be awarding until 2033. According to reports, Tesla and CATL, the company that supplies Tesla with the majority of its LFP cells, have previously discussed creating a joint battery facility on U.S. soil. CATL has allegedly been looking at potential location for a battery factory in Mexico. The tax credits offered by the U.S. government, of which Tesla is anticipated to get the staggering $41 billion over the course of the program if it plays its cards well, are what explain the pressure Tesla is currently putting on its Chinese suppliers to grow or move to Mexico. If at least 50% of an EV's components, including the battery, are built in North America, it will be eligible for the entire $7,500 subsidy amount starting in 2023. All the while, Tesla keeps its record profit margins per vehicle, and a Model 2 built in Giga, Mexico should easily meet those requirements for a price substantially lower than $20,000 with subsidies. Tesla Model 2 motor and battery. A fresh drive unit. Tesla wants to dramatically cut down on the amount of rare earth minerals used in its automobile parts while also improving the efficiency of those parts. The next drive unit from Tesla would use 75% less silicon carbide without sacrificing performance or efficiency, the company stated on March 1, 2023. The business stated that it intends to use this drive unit in the model priced at less than $20,000. This automobile will utilize a controller that is entirely indigenous. A 48-volt lithium-ion auxiliary battery with smaller cables and lower current requirements will be available. On the LFP battery, a new iron-based battery, which claims a high cycle life, may be available from Tesla for the Model 2. Likewise, the switch from nickel to iron for its upcoming entry-level automobiles shows Tesla is focused on bringing the price of the car down. A base made of iron, which is more plentiful than nickel, would allow Tesla to operate with less supply restriction. Musk claimed he had pressed mining firms to increase the amount of the material they wwere producing. Tesla Model 2 range. Tesla stated in its Master Plan Part 3 that it intends to deliver its future compact car with a 53 kWh LFP battery pack on April 5, 2023. The company views this EV as a mid-range vehicle with a lower energy density that is mostly used for short to medium distances in and around the city. The business already employs an LFP in midsize EVs Model 3 and Model Y, but with a significantly bigger energy storage capacity 75 kWh. Using a 53 kWh LFP battery pack, the Tesla compact EV should provide an EPA estimate of 250-mile minimum range would appear to be plenty for a dependable and cheap daily car. A CATL 55 kWh LFP battery pack with a 468 km to 91 miles range was once available for the Model 3. When it debuts in early 2024, the Renault 5, a possible competitor to the Tesla Model 2, will have a range of 400 kilometers or 249 miles in the WLTP test cycle used in Europe. Other planned compact EVs in Europe from the VW Group and Stellantis are expected to have comparable price tags and ranges. Therefore, it is obvious that for the Tesla Model 2 to remain competitive, it must also have a base price of less than €25,000 and a range of at least 250 miles. One motor might be used to drive the rear wheels in the majority of configurations, with an AWD performance variation possibly being the most expensive. And so, did you love what you just saw? Let us know your thoughts in the comment box below. If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. For more videos about EVs, Toyota, Tesla, Ford, and the most recent auto news, please consider subscribing to Tech Addicts.